spider though. Like those tarantulas, I don't think I could handle eating that. A scorpion, sure. It's like a shell.
The meat is inside the shell.
Yeah.
That grow. You grow. You nasty.
What did I have?
You nasty. You nasty, bitch.
I I had mealworms before. I was
Yeah.
like, this just tastes like Cheeto dust.
Ew.
It's like cause I was like, I think it was at there was like a candy shop and they had like candy from all over the world and I was like, oh, Mexican candy.
Ew.
And I saw like
You just like D from
it was like
You just like XT's ex-wife.
who?
XT's ex-wife. She Mexican. She's the one I showed you. She was on the cover of his album.
Mm-hmm.
She's the one, the body. She
Yeah.
had like a body on her. She bought to one of the shows, to the 5150 show. She bought like Mexican candy, and one of them was like crickets. She ate crickets in front of them. It's like, it's good. It's like, no, you got that. She did it in front of a bunch of black people. Like, no.
It was like smaller than than one of those portable Cheeto bags. Those travel ones. It was like smaller than that. What happened?
I mean, well, this looks like it's about to fuck me up, but it may not. It might just hit.
It was like smaller than one of those travel sized Cheeto bags. It was full of mealworms.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I was scared to taste it, so I just closed my mouth and just chucked it. And I was like, it's lighter than popcorn. Like I was like, this is, you can barely taste anything.
Ooh.
I was like, you can barely feel the texture of anything. You're just eating the seasoning. I was like, and this is just Cheetos.
I mean, it was she was D was like, it's just protein. Y'all are.
They had a scorpion lollipop there, and I was like, I was too scared to eat that one.
No, I'm good. That's gross. I mean, you eat what you eat. I mean, you like what you like, and you're used to what you're used to. You know.
But Mexican candies like equivalent to I think is Red Hots are really good.
Are they just hot or?
No, it actually does have like a flavor to it. What is it? It's like a cinnamon, but there's something else to it I couldn't describe. It's like cinnamon. It's not cayenne. I feel like it's some other pepper they use.
Kanye pepper? Is it Kanye pepper?
Cayenne.
Oh, I keep messing up. She said the first time I ever died is because the slime got her.
Yeah.
This whole thing is just drawing tasty looking
It's just
random stuff.
It's just fantasy cooking.
It's what's his name? It's
It's like
Gordon. It's Gordon Ramsay in Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Also, I like to point out that they get away with a lot of weird stuff that you could never get away with in American media.
What, you're talking about anime?
Yeah.
I mean, in reference to this anime specifically?
Yeah. They're just in
Why?
general. Because, like, imagine if anybody else came up with that in America. Like, nobody's given that any play.
With, like, eating a dragon?
Yeah. So you're getting booed, boo this man. But, like, because Japan is weird and everybody know they're weird.
I don't know.
I feel like they get away with a little.
Eating the weirdest shit.
No, I'm saying in story,
Oh.
like in real life, of course, they eat corpses.
That's what I mean.
They eat mummies. I'm saying in real life, if somebody wrote a story, and if a Western person wrote a story like the same like this,
I mean,
it wouldn't get play.
We literally
white or anybody.
We literally drink the blood and flesh of Christ.
Girl, I'm talking. That's
weird, and that gets played all over the country. Here's the flesh.
That's a
here's
religion.
the
I'm talking about literally.
But people want that.
It's
shit
a religion.
on TV.
It's a religion. That don't count.
How does that not count? That's weird.
It doesn't count. That's because it's religion. That's something that's been around 2,000 years. Literally 2,000 years.
Molly move. Well, I mean, this wouldn't get play in the States because we're so Christian. Anything magical is considered the devil.
Ilsa, I think you're taking what I'm saying different. What I'm actually saying. I'm saying fuck all that extra shit. I'm saying if somebody decided they wanted, if I wrote that story, nobody would watch it. Nobody would read it. Nobody would even pay it any mind. That's gross. I don't want. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm saying Japan gets away with doing weird shit because Japan is Japan. It's the same thing with like anime gets to do all that weird stuff with like theater, and they get away with that stuff that you would not be able to get away with here. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that in real life they wouldn't eat scorpions, and because people do eat scorpions here.
But you don't think the reason why that stuff is accepted over there is because they don't have evangelicals?
No, it has nothing to do with religion.
And the whole don't let kids watch witches.
No.
Where they're boiling and making potions and things like that.
No.
Cause you know, like
we have vampires over here. Vampires have been on TV. Mm-hmm. We have just regular TV, like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Like that stuff exists. So like somebody sucking on somebody else's blood is weird. That's like you are a cannibal. Cannibalism is weird. Mm-hmm. That is not Christian.
But
right?
It's popular over here.
I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying. I'm saying this specific thing, like this out of the box thing, would not get play over here if it was written by a Western person. I'm saying the anime itself, the manga, the anime, whatever you want to call it.
I mean, isn't H.P. Lovecraft Western? That shit's weird, and that gets so many references in movies and accepted.
That stuff ends up being like horror.
Yeah.
This is not horror. Like, oh, never mind. I don't. It's going over your head. I don't think you understand what I'm trying to say. I told you this before. We got into an argument about this before. This is Fear Factor.
Yeah, that was popular here.
Yeah, but the point of that was like a live action thing. I'm saying like if somebody wrote it, like if somebody submitted this story to Image Comics is not picking it up. I'm talking about a Western person with the same exact premise.
You don't think there was
No.
ever a medieval story where it's like, here's the whine of a unicorn or the hide of a dragon?
The whole point of this is what they're pointing straight up is like it's a bunch of different things. Like their whole thing is basically, like you said already, Gordon Ramsay with all of the like extra shit in the dungeon or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Like you're taking onesies and twosies. Oh, the unicorn tears. No, I'm like taking unicorn tears and the blood of a blood. Like that's Harry Potter. Yeah. But if you focus only on that, not the extra shit, that's not going to sell.
Well, this isn't just cooking, it's battling monsters too.
Okay.
Like Harry Potter does all that weird stuff too.
But Harry Potter's not pitching. It's not pitching. We're eating 8-headed tarantulas. Harry Potter's not pitching that. The pitch for Harry Potter is specifically it's a young teenage boy who does magic. Like that's the pitch. This is dungeon crawlers who eat scorpions. Who eats weird shit.
I don't know. We just had a movie of a rat cooking food, and people just went to go see it.
It's a rat cooking food. It's not people eating rats. Okay, that's different. And then people are eating rats is because it's a dystopian type whatever, and it's not brightly colored with big popping out eyes that are cute. Like you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I said this before. It was like, Japan gets to do different things than we get to do here because of just because of how
white people are.
No, not necessarily them. It's just in general.
I think it's because of white people.
I don't think it is, and also I'm streaming.
Oh.
Yeah, just
because you could say Africa's got weird stuff going on with them too. If they actually had access to the same resources Japan has.
I think I'm done. This is still the first episode, correct?
I think so, yeah. I think so. Need to say plant, just say fruit tart.
Is it an actual fruit?
Yeah.
Does it have plant in it that's not a fruit?
John, did you just hear yourself?
Did they have plant in it that's not a fruit? There's plants that aren't fruit, like grass.
But you just...
What if, did he put grass in it? That's what I'm saying.
But a fruit is a plant.
A fruit is a plant, but if they're adding plant, it could be because they're not just putting fruit in it.
Well, they added seasoning.
I don't know, whatever. It's like, for example, if they put like fucking sea moss or some bullshit in it, or what's that seagrass that people eat?
Yeah, kelp.
No, the stuff that you used to eat, the crunchy stuff that was super crunchy for no reason.
Kelp?
You was eating kelp
Yeah, I think that's
in the package.
Yeah,
Oh, seaweed is kelp. Seaweed.
I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, so like seaweed, that's a plant, but it's not fruit. Sea foliage. Did he say Arsenio had a nightmare?
Marcel.
Oh. Holy shit. Where the hell am I? Eat your fruit plant food, Ilsa.
And it's also probably only accepted over here because most of the cast is blonde.
This?
Yeah.
No, I don't even know if that. I'm just saying, like, if somebody. Yeah, sure. There you go.
Yep, Costco.
Oh, I thought you said Costco. They got a Costco in Dungeon and Dragon,
You probably have something the equivalent.
but what?
And then they probably will name something the equivalent of that, like Costco, like Casca,
Boom shakalaka.
for like magic casting. Oh, Trigger did this.
Who that?
Um, they've done a lot of shit. They did like some of the most popular animes, like the like the one with the kid with the Gundam with the drill bit on it, with Kill la Kill. I got Attack on Titan. They've done a couple popular animes.
I wonder how they choose them bitches. To be honest, I always wondered how they choose them.
I think it's just by random, cause I don't.
I mean, obviously, something has to be popular though, right?
Yeah, but it's probably just only what's popular in Japan, and they just translate it for the states.
Mhm.
Because I don't see.
Well, some stuff is popular here too. Don't underestimate the power of the West.
Hmm. But I just don't see plus size elf being popular over here. That they would just suddenly announce an anime.
Is it popular here?
No,
You sure?
it only. It only.
You know, a lot of fat people see themselves as like that girl.
Well, that character is not fat.
I'm telling you right now, like I remember in school when we all like had to draw ourselves and stuff. A lot of the big girls would draw themselves like slightly pudgy, but never fat, like never with an apron.
No, she wasn't even pudgy.
Bro, you're arguing the wrong thing right now. I'm not. I'm just saying people see themselves that way. It's like how some dark-skinned people, when they draw their manga, and they say, "Oh, this character's dark-skinned," but they're not even milk chocolate.
Yeah.
Like that's how some people see themselves.
But I don't think plus size elf is even popular here.
Okay, I didn't say it was. I'm just saying that some people see themselves that way. Especially if you follow enough people on Twitter, and when they actually show you what they actually look like, and you're like, okay, I mean, you kind of look like your character. You don't necessarily look like them. Can you call it a chicken when it's half chicken?
I'm pretty sure there are chicken hybrids out there somewhere.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta get it close enough, like grizzly bears and polar bears. Like, I'm pretty sure a peahen isn't that far from a chicken, or like how a turkey is.
What's a peahen?
I, it's like a, I think it's like the female peacock. And cockatrice. Why would y'all want to eat that? I mean, I guess the chicken part of it, but not the snake part.
What?
She's getting chased by a human-sized cockatrice.
Does it have a snake tail?
Yeah.
What's up, Davo? I'm probably about to switch over. Because I feel like I've done all I could do here. And gotta wait until the alpha version comes out.
People were doing this with Pokemon before this came out.
What?
Cooking Pokemon.
Cooking Pokemon?
Yeah. There was one that.
Were they getting cease and desists?
No. Well, were they? I don't know, but it was like people cooking a chikorita, people cooking a. It was like people cooking a chikorita.
Probably that Power World game. You said people was cooking a chikorita?
Yeah, people were cooking chikoritas, Bulbasaurs, Squirtles, Charmander. So like this was already a thing, but people were like all horrified by it.
I mean, because it's your childhood.
But yeah, but it's also like y'all were cooking Pokemon in the game. You know that, right?
What game? In Pokemon?
It was this latest one, the latest open world one, where they were showing all the stews. Like you were eating Slowpoke tails.
But Slowpokes can grow their tails back, so that's a cop out.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But like Ash was trying to eat like Krabbies and Magikarps and.
Oh, so it's like they already told you. You just don't.
Yeah, they just
see it that way.
They just don't see it. Yeah.
The problem is because you had one of those as your Pokemon, so you can't imagine.
Yeah, and then
eating your slave.
And then you like see Ash and them eating burgers and things like that.
I mean, it's just regular cows. Do they have regular animals in Pokemon?
Oh, they
Like regular cows?
They scrapped that in the first season.
I remember seeing regular animals.
In the first season and in the first marketing of Pokemon, you could see regular dogs on there. Like you could see Labradors and you could see just regular fish. And just regular bugs. But then they scrapped all that.
That would make Pokemon way
It would be a separate class.
they have a Power World, I think. It's like that would, because now they're like sentient, like because Pikachu communicates with them.
Yeah. A lot of people weren't into the idea that Pokemon were getting more and more sentient as like more human.
Mhm.
Because they were like, okay, Mr. Mime was kind of pushing it because that was kind of creepy with Mr. Mime.
Yeah. People talk about Mr. Mime was
Yeah.
blowing out what's his name mom back.
Yeah. And like I started not liking it because it was like why do you have this Pokemon? Why did you give this Pokemon money and like a driver's license to drive in town to buy you things? Like this is basically a person now. Like this. Is
I didn't even see that shit, boy. That is messed up.
Yeah.
That is a slave.
There's a whole episode where.
Well, Pokemon are slaves as is.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's like a whole episode of one of the baby, not the baby, but like one of the first starter Pokemon given money to go into town to buy something to bring back home. I'm like, this is a kid.
Mhm.
This is a kid you can't like that can't verbally communicate with you that you're making as a servant.
Yeah.
Instead of the animals that they're based on as just animals.
Mhm.
Like I prefer Pikachu when Pikachu acted more like a cat and a wild animal than the tame that they are now.
Which Pikachu?
Pikachu that always electrocuted Ash and didn't quite listen. That
Oh.
was still wild.
Got you. That one.
Mhm.
Well, I mean,
It was like okay, you're a mouse Pokemon, but you act like a cat.
yeah.
You've got like an attitude of a cat, which was like funny and strange. And now it's like okay, you're a mouse that has the loyalty of a dog.
But I mean, he was going to. That's character development. He was going to. They were going to end up liking each other as is.
Yeah, I mean, but you can still keep that cat-like attitude about him. That's the thing from Harry Potter.
I think I pinched a nerve. Hurt to turn my neck.
Molly.
What?
You know, her like. It's like Hershey's huffing.
Yeah.
Why did that bat sound like that?
Did that bat have like 8 eyes?
Oh no, never mind. It's the shroom that sounds like that. It's the root.
Oh wow, another one of these pink meteorites. I love it. That's why anime is ingenious.
Who?
And anime, they did like what they do is like I've been noticing this since I was a kid. Like, the Justice Leagues and all those other places, all those other animations we grew up with.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's fucked up. But that's what they do. They put the budget all over the animation. Japanese, they take out, they just, all they do is they do the lips.
Yeah.
And like,
yeah.
They don't put no effort into that, and they put all the effort into like the fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
America was like, nah, the entire thing has to, the body's got to be acting. The entire body has to act.
Yeah. But then.
I mean, that's still good though. You should.
Yeah,
but
but that's what they're doing nowadays.
What?
Because American.
Yeah, they're doing it now.
Yeah. Because if you look at the pilots of if you look at the pilots or the first seasons of a lot of like Cartoon Network's cartoons, they were mad animated. The last crazy animated American cartoon I feel like was Ed, Edd n Eddy. Because every frame was animated differently. And they've never done an animation like that since.
I don't remember there being any Ed, Edd n Eddy gear.
Yeah, same. It was strange. They didn't.
I don't remember no Dexter Laboratory stuff,
no.
but I do remember Powerpuff Girl stuff.
No, the reason why there wasn't a lot of Ed, Edd n Eddy gear is because the creator kept his rights to the cartoon. He didn't sell it.
Oh, so they weren't even going to do that.
Yeah. And that's why there's no spin-off.
I wouldn't want no spin-off anyway.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's why the Powerpuff Girls got so much merch and a spin-off, because Cartoon Network got a hand on it.
That hurt my eyeballs. I'm underwater and it's blue, and I come out, it's all yellow and orange. Alright, let me go. I'm gonna hop on Power World.
Because like I remember people making a comparison to the first couple seasons of Family Guy compared to the more recent seasons of Family Guy, and it's like, yeah, the quality of character animating is completely gone. All like, oh wait, no, two examples I remember is King of the Hill being really good at it, because King of the Hill does body animating.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what it got, like, its recognition for. Like, it's, like actually talking like a person than just standing there with their mouth yapping.
Well, I think that's them standing on the corner or them doing that thing, that's like a cultural thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's like a cultural thing. Like in the South, they do that a lot. So, my aunts and stuff used to get together in front of my Aunt Jessie Mae's house, and they're just, all four of them just sit out there and talk.
Yeah.
And they're from Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. It was King of the Hill,
Alright, let me go
Ed,
ahead.
Edd n Eddy,